The thing that is great about Puggles Swim is the exposure it is going to give to swimming teachers who may otherwise not know how to communicate with deaf children, and give more and more deaf children the opportunity to learn how to swim and to familiarise themselves with water. Swimming is something that every person should know how to do. Most importantly, it's being familiar in water. So the more swimming teachers that are deaf aware and comfortable with communicating with deaf and hard of hearing children, the more children will be happy and safe in water. Wow, well, they just go from strength to strength. You know, I have taught many children who have never even felt comfortable sitting or standing in water to the point where they can do butterfly. So to see someone progress and the confidence that builds in children, it's priceless. Once a child is confident to be in water, the fact that they can join into a class with other hearing kids and feel included and part of a normal program is really important. Well, I guess if we use the example of Dominic, who was here today, you know, he was quite scared to hop in the water before he started, and then just within 2 times of spending time in the water together, he's laughing, he's chatting away, and he feels very comfortable to be in the water and move around in water, which is a great thing to see. Wow, so much. Children learn so much from learning to swim that they can take into their lives outside of the pool. Developmental progression, social communication, taking instruction from someone, being able to focus, lots of different things. The importance of deaf or hard of hearing kids who have never been exposed to water before, building confidence with a teacher. And it's that moment where a child that is so scared from reasons that hearing people would just never understand, because it's their ears. And that moment where they move on from that, his name's Dominic. Dominic's really scared to put his ears under the water, and he's not ready yet. And it's the sensation for a deaf person. Firstly, they're not wearing a hearing aid, and then they've got something in their ears, and that's really overwhelming. But that moment where a teacher can build the trust and the relationship with a kid to get them to a point where they will submerge their head under water is a magical moment. Once they've passed that point, it's that inclusivity that they have in a class, and that they can build those relationships with hearing kids and just feel normal. That's great, but they need to get to that point first.